Together we can show the world what we can do. You are next to me and I'm next to you. Pushing on through until the battle's won. No one's gonna give nothing to us. Into each other we put our trust. Standing united after the fight is done.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, the Ninja Fury here. Welcome to another exciting review of Attack on Titan Season 3, Episode 3 review. I do apologize. This review has been delayed for quite a while. I do apologize for that. There's just been a lot of things. I just been really busy with my job and just been a little bit too out of energy to do the reviews, and me trying to catch up, especially with MLP having 2 extra episodes. So there's a lot of things for me to actually watch that weekend and to make videos, depending on the time and how much I feel like doing it. Alright then, so when it comes to this episode of Attack on Titan Season 3, I was going to wait since it was going to be the weekend, but it doesn't come out until Sunday, so I still got 3 days, so it's not that late of a review, maybe like 3 or 4 days, so it's not too bad. Well, since there's no One Piece chapter tomorrow, I might as well just make up for it. And for the Persona 5 anime fans, don't worry, I do apologize for that too. I know it's been a while, I know, and I will clarify this really quick. For the Persona 5 anime fans, the reason why I haven't reviewed it in a while, because once again, there was way too much stuff for me to comprehend, and I had to sacrifice something. And even though I love Persona 5 as the game, the anime, well, it's not perfect. I mean, it's not perfect, but it is pretty damn good, or maybe close to great, kind of almost close to great. Again, when it comes to certain things, like I said in the anime, was a bit, to me, some parts could have been better, like Rush. So that's why I'm easing off on the Persona 5 anime, at least for now. But I am caught up with it, just to let you know, finally I marathon and caught up to where I was at now. But I don't think it's going to be a 4-episode thing. That would be way too long of a video for me. Oh boy. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're just about good. So instead, just to make up for a treat, since I haven't forgot about you, I will do just like I did with 7 Deadly Sins. I will make a live reaction to the final episode of Persona 5. I will do it just for you guys. And don't worry, I did see the whole, Persona, because I know the latest episode had the whole Persona Q stuff announced along with the episode, so yeah. Anyways, now that I got that out of the way, let's just get on with Attack on Titan. So, this episode, very simple, but very informative. So we find out when it comes to the past of Historia that her mother kind of regretted actually giving birth to her because she wouldn't show any sign of emotion by actually giving her daughter pretty much any kind of support by basically saying, basically treating like what her mom should, cuddling her, making her feel better, or just pretty much just spending some quality time. But of course, she's just too busy reading her books and whatnot. So what happens is that, well, while she was actually trying to snuggle up on her mom just to get some attention, she pretty much just pushed Historia away, and then she's like, I wish, I would have not, had you, or I wish I would have, whatever, killed you. And I was like, whoa, I'm like, damn, this mom is she's kind of fucked up. She really is. And honestly, yeah, she's completely out of her fucking mind. So I am actually kind of glad, yeah, I'm actually kind of glad Historia got out of that life. I am actually really happy for her, because honestly, it's just completely fucked up. And the father wasn't really helping much either. Basically trying to find all evidence that, he's related, to her and whatnot. And basically, what happens is that, maybe we have to keep you alive for the near future and pretty much find yourself a way to actually rule as queen of this actual world, of this actual nation. So that's pretty much what's going on, and that's the reason why, her father pretty much set up this whole thing, with the survey cops and whatnot, for the police, why, he sent Kenny and the boys in them, which pretty much, explains everything about that. So we got some information about that. Also, it seems like the whole town is now against the Survey Corps, are now against them now, or pretty much against most of the people that are involved, especially saying oh, they're going to use Eren to pretty much just slaughter us all and stuff like that. So, yeah, there's a lot of things, going on with that. I gotta say, Historia's past, though, was actually very interesting and kind of fucked up at the same time. But regardless, a lot of, all these kinds of characters in every anime series that at least I have watched has pretty fucked up past. So, this is no different, but at the same time, it is very important for key to the story later on, though, in the near future. So, what happens is right after that, we see that they're pretty much going, after them and whatnot. And basically, it turns out Hanji, she is going to be like the new leader for the meantime until they get more stuff right. And of course, Pixis Pixis showing up though is actually pretty cool. So we got some conversations about that. And honestly, this episode, if you're not a big dialogue-heavy fan, then chances are you're pretty much not gonna really find anything completely insane like we did with the first 2 episodes. Even though episode 1 was kind of dialogue heavy, it had this really tense action to it. Here, everything just felt like it was all dialogue without that much action taking place. While in episode 1, even though we did have dialogue, we had some action tensions in the air, and we had some stuff that felt like it was keeping the action going. Same thing with episode 2. Episode 2 was just wild. It was just buck wild. No, Kenny, Kenny, just doing his thing, man, was really, McCree player for life. Like, we had that. So basically, since they're really dialogue-heavy episode, chances are you may or may not pretty much enjoy this episode much. It kind of depends on your viewing. And then at the very end, while Levi and them are pretty much just... Oh, not Levi, but Levi and Erwin, they're all there, pretty much trying to go on their little stealth mission in order to actually plan it out and hide in the forest, because, again, the whole town is after him. Someone is already pretty much on their trail. Who that could possibly be, we don't know. And that's pretty much all I can really say about this episode, really. Other than that, then, yeah, it's just a lot of information crammed in. Oh, also, wait, before I actually end this, we actually do find out that the books that most of the kids were taught back in the day were actually provided by the government and hiding some very important information about what really happened and going on in the outside world of the Titans. So again, there's a lot of crazy things that the government can be pretty much corrupted, and the government is the one that's pretty much setting this whole thing up. So it looks like the government could be involved when it comes to setting up these massive world of the Titans, which is a big possibility for what it is. So I think that's pretty much what's going on here. I think that's pretty much what they're hiding, from there, etc. So yeah, that's about it, really. So there's a lot of things that we still don't know, but it leads up to the point that they might be the ones that are pretty much, hiding everything. Like, they know exactly what's going on. They just don't want to expose it to the world. That's pretty much the way we actually see about this episode. But overall, though, if I were to give the episode a score, since it did have a lot of exhibition, but it was very, very important stuff, though, regardless. The flashback itself was still pretty good, regardless. But overall, it was an okay episode at best. Just a 3 out of 5. We'll go with a solid 3 out of 5. But a solid okay episode. So about a 3 out of 5 I would give this episode. Granted, though, it was very important to know, but at the same time, I just felt like it was just more getting stuff to mouth and dialogue more than, actions and moving along. I mean, the flashback and like the interesting information we got was actually pretty interesting. But overall, it was just okay. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below of this week's episode, or not really this week, but this episode in general of Attack on Titan Season 3, Episode 3. Let me know your thoughts. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Also, I know it's late, but again, I will try to see you guys hopefully for this Sunday, hopefully on time, or if not Monday the most, even if it's a day late, for Attack on Titan Season 3 Episode 4 review. And once again, don't forget, rate the video, comment, subscribe, click that bell, join the squad, follow my social media plugins, gamer tags as well, and if you haven't, I recommend you to join the Plus Ultra Discord down in the description below. So, peace, soul, love, chicken grease, and the sky is the limit. And my fans, keep supporting what you watch, and that's it. See you guys later, or see you Sunday for the next episode. Bye.